Welcome to the walkthrough video of Laberinto. I hope you all have registered for the event, and if not, use the link in the description to do the same. Now, when you open the link of the event on the day of the event, you would see the screen. When you click on login, you would be guided to this screen where you would have to log in with your details. The email would be the registered email ID, and the password would be the password that has been sent to you on your registered email ID. Like for me, it would be this. When you enter your details and press login, and if the verification is successful, you will be guided to this page. This is the entry point for the maze. On clicking this button, you would enter the maze. Now, here's an important thing. We as organizers recommend that only one player or the team leader plays the game and shares or streams for the rest of the participants. Why so is because the flow of the game is such that if all participants play together and choose different paths in the maze, you might get lost. And then, since the objective of the game is for the team as a whole to escape the maze, the participant who would be the farthest from the exit door would cost your team because that is where the position of the team would be judged. Now, on entering the maze, you would see the screen. Now, this screen is a room, and this portal is basically a door. When you click on the door, you would see a question. And if you answer this question correctly, you would then be guided into another room. And that room would then have multiple other doors, and each door guiding to another room, and so on. Now, since this is a dummy question, the answer for this question would be if this answer is correct and I press submit, I would be guided to another room. And as you would be able to see, my total points have then been updated. This is the name of my team, which is testing. This would display your team's name and your team's points. Now, this is another room. And this room again has three different doors, each leading to different paths. Some paths might take you towards the exit of the maze, and some paths might just lead you to get lost and deeper inside the maze. Now, let's take this path for example. When I click on it, I would be led to a room with a question. So when I answer this question, the answer for would be 19 and click submit, I would be guided to another room. And this is how the game flows. Now, say for example, I enter this room and I view this page and I do not know how to solve this question. I go back, I view this page. And then the thing is that I do not know how to solve this question either. I go back and there are two other doors, but I just do not know how to solve these questions. Now, what I can do in this scenario is that I can go back to my previous room or trace back my path. And then, since this was the door I chose last time, I could choose other doors and try other paths. So now, for example, I would choose this path. This path would again require me to enter a question. Now, this question has a click me button. Some questions may require you to use external information. And if it is so, you would see a click me button. On clicking it, you would be guided to an external link, which would have the information required to solve the question. Now, let's say I do not know how to answer this question. My total points, by the way, right now are 100. So I can always take a hint. The cost of the hint is written right here. When I click on it, I would see the hint and my points would be reduced accordingly. Now, let's say that I go back and then I come back to this question to see the hint again. I won't be able to do that. So be careful with your hints because you are in a maze and getting help inside a maze is extremely difficult. So once you view a hint, please remember to mark it down, note it down, or remember it for your own reference. Now, the answer for this question would be, and if this is a correct answer, it should lead me to a different room. And if it is not, it would keep me to this room as well. Now, if I press submit, it was a correct answer, and I am here in the next room. Now, again, I have to see all the questions here. So let's go here. And then on this page, I would see this question. Again, this question has an external link. Now, the answer for this question would be, now, if this is the correct answer, I should be taken to another room. But when I click submit, I am shown that this is clearly a dead end. Now what this means is that some doors lead to different rooms, but some doors just lead to dead ends. So be careful when you play the game. Now if you encounter a dead end, what you need to do is go back to your room and try out a different path. And this is how the game would work. Now we recommend you use all in-game buttons for perfectly smooth gameplay. And also, there are many other catches which we hope you will discover as you go deeper inside the maze and try to exit. This was the walkthrough video for Labyrinto. Thank you. See you all on the event.